now one of the best views you'll find in all of baseball. Downtown Pittsburgh in PNC Park. Tonight, it's the home opener for this new season between the Kansas City Royals and the Pittsburgh Pirates. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Lorenzo Cain is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now.
Two tough sliders there back-to-back, and he couldn't get him to bite on either. Now he might have to change tack here, down 2-0.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. And this will miss as well, so he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now. No leadoff walk just yet as that finds the strike zone, and the count comes full at 3-2. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. Gerard Dyson will get his first opportunity now, and as you can see, he enters play with that average up near the 320 mark.
Well, right now he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. A strike, and it's 2-1. First inning as we're just underway from Pittsburgh. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit. And, he thought he'd work the walk, but it's a called strike two now. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine, but you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Calling for it, McCutchen, and the inning is over. Jackie Bradley Jr. comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
일로 와. 이거 지금 뭐 하고 있어? 이거 거기에서 놀아.
Just got a piece to the right side. Gonna be a tough play. The tag, and he is out. Gregory Polanco will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Well, he's been scuffling through this year, but over the last 10 games he's been good, hitting over 350.
Kennedy gets the sign, coming at him with the 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. A little bouncer, but it gets foul. 1-2, here it comes. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And a full count now as Kennedy misses there. It's 3-2 now. Got him. Jung Ho Gong gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Now the 0-1. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that... Alex Gordon will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Oh, I'll tell you, no hitter wants to go through a streak like this. Already the numbers don't look very good, and now he's hitless in his last 10.
And a good-looking swing there from Gordon, but he can't come up with it, and it's 0-2 now.
The 2015 regular season was a tough one for Alex Gordon due to those injuries. but he came back strong to contribute in the playoffs to help the Royals bring that World Series championship home.
But that finds its way through for a base hit. Into the box, Eric Hosmer. He'll get to take his first cuts here. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Coming on is McCutchen. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Logan Forsythe is in to take his first swings here with the runner still at first and one away. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
On to first, and he really paid the price at second base, but it's a double. Andrew McCutchen strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Center fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Kennedy's ready. Here's the 0-1. And that's a called strike at the letters, though that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Dyson is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first down. Striding into the box, Luis Trejo, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Oh, and he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike one. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Grounded to third. Pierce is there. Throw takes care of him at first, and Kennedy's looking sharp here. 2 away. Jordy Mercer gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And he reaches for one but can't find it as he's down on strikes for the final. Salvador Perez leads it off here. Bottom third of the order set to go here in the third.
Well, he's faced the minimum so far, and obviously it's still early, but they need to get something going because you can't let this guy settle in out there.
Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2.
Salvador Perez is a multiple Gold Glove winner behind the plate, including in 2015, but he can definitely do some damage with the bat as well.
Comes with a slider, 3-0, but gets it over for strike one. Yeah, Perez is just a fantastic all-around player, and you know he was the first catcher since 1992 to be named World Series MVP.
Well, Matt, he's what we call TP, total package.
Alcides Escobar is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Nobody out, runner on first. Down the third baseline. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. And oh, look out, up and in and nearly took his head off. Yeah, and then in game 1 of the World Series, he hit the inside the park home run off Matt Harvey, the first inside the park homer in the World Series since 1929.
That was pretty cool, but all in all.
Meanwhile now, this is a fair ball down the line in left, and that ought to be good for extra bases. Oh, and he runs right through the stop sign. But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third. Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Ian Kennedy. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Gunn is under it as he puts it away for out number 1. Lorenzo Cain will get his second shot at it now. He was called out on strikes to open up the ball game. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And the run is in to score from third. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 2-0 ball game. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. Gerard Dyson digs in now with 2 already home and a potential third waiting in the wings only 90 feet away. And he lays off there 1-0. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score. Steve Pearce is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. 2-0. Smoked on the ground left side. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. Alex Gordon is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip.
Alex Gordon.
Oh, and good pop to the fastball there from Liriano. Strike 1. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. 3 runs already home here. And another foul ball. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. John Jaso digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3. Kennedy into his motion. Here's the first pitch. Bottom 3 in the batting order here as the first pitch misses to the number 7 hitter. It's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. 2-1 after the foul ball there. And ooh, that strike zone's getting a little inconsistent now. It's 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, 1 away. Francisco Liriano steps into the box. And a high strike there, 0-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That's down the left side. Will Gordon have a play? No, it's a foul ball. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high, 1-2.
And now on 1-2, this might be a spot where that high fastball was just a setup so that he can come back with that big curve.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. Hard hit ball to second. And the throw from shallow right in time at first, and the inning will. Eric Hosmer is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
And right back at it is Liriano as he gets ahead on the first pitch of the inning here, 0-1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. But this will land untouched. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
Second baseman, Logan Forsythe.
Logan Forsythe is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Line drive to left. And that's a base hit, 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Salvador Perez. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one. And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest, 1-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And a terrific effort out there as he's able to chase that a long way for the second out. Ready now, Alcides Escobar. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Swing and a liner, but this will be fouled. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
And just never could commit to the swing there, but he went around, and it's even now at 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Line toward right center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. Ian Kennedy gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
That's by him for strike 1. On the ground to third. Gung's got it. On to first, and the Royals can't cash in as the inning is over. Jackie Bradley Jr. will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first.
Not really a good at-bat there. Forget getting out. He didn't see any pitches as well.
And the Pirates have their first base hit. Gregory Polanco in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. I wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Gordon has a read on it, makes the play, 1 away. Digging in, Jung-Ho Kang. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And no throw as he'll just hang on to it. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
Maybe you worry about this guy getting a little too slider happy. That's 3 in a row now, so you're giving that guy at the plate a pretty good look at it.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. And a full count now as Kennedy misses there. It's 3-2 now. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Lorenzo Cain heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
McCutcheon is there to put this one away, and it's a very quick out to start the 5th. Gerard Dyson will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. And Liriano with the tough slider there for strike 1. And he takes this one high, 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Hit down the line at first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. Steve Pearce will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. Outside with the fastball, that's 1-0. 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. Launched to right field and deep. Back goes Polanco, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. Around first, on his way to second now, and he'll make it in there with a 2-out double. Alex Gordon will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Skied in the air to straightaway left. There to pull it in is Bradley. He does, and that'll end the inning. Andrew McCutcheon comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Kane is under it. 1 out. Luis Trejo stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. Hit out towards second. Forsythe is there. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Jordy Mercer gets another crack at it now. He took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Eric Hosmer will stand in here as he'll get things started for the Royals in their half of the 6th. Action now in that Pirate bullpen as a left-hander starts to heat up down there. Boy, and good pop to the fastball there from Liriano. Strike 1. Sliced hard on the ground, and that's through for his first base hit in this one. Logan Forsythe steps in, working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Now a slider to start him out, but that breaks down and in for ball 1. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Swing and a ball lined hard towards short. In there, a base hit. Salvador Perez will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Jake McGee will take over on the mound now here in the 6th inning. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over. And he's able to jump ahead.
Hit hard to short. Taken in by Mercer. There's Harrison for 1. On to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play. Alcides Escobar digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Hot shot to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Leading off the inning, John Jaso, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Kane is under it, and that's the first out of the inning. Jake McGee will come on as he's newly into the ballgame, getting his first plate appearance now here in the 6th. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. Swing and a liner. Foul. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw gets him, 2 down. Settling in now, Josh Harrison. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Kane over to his right. And that retires the side. Ian Kennedy is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
The pitcher, number 31.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. And it would appear we'll have a pinch hitter here as Omar Infante has grabbed it back.
Number 14, Omar Infante.
Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. Liner toward right center, and that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench, and he's aboard here to lead off the inning. Now a low throw, but he can't knock it down at first as it gets right by him. Lorenzo Cain will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
3 runs, 10 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now, 0-2.
Well, he'll lean pretty heavily on that fastball. Why not? It's a big one.
McCutchen on the move. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Gerard Dyson will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Steve Pearce will dig in. He doubled his last time.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Grounded to third. This could be 2. 1 there. On to first, and he really paid the price at second base, but it's a double play, and the inning.
춥지 아윤아.
Chris Young will get the ball now as he'll take over on
Number 32.
leading off the inning, Jackie Bradley Jr. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Drilled on the ground is short. Escobar fields it cleanly. A quick out number 1. Gregory Polanco will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. On the ground near home. That rolls foul for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. To third. Throw on to first, and Siwa's looking for a quick inning here. There are 2 away.
Now batting,
Jung Ho Gong ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
And he falls behind 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Alex Gordon comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
The left fielder, number 4.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
This fastball is looking pretty lively right now.
Chopped foul right at home plate. Grounded to the right. And this gets through into right, so he turns the 0-2 count into a leadoff base hit. Eric Hosmer gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there. Now it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing in the Pittsburgh bullpen. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Yeah, you know they've been going hard in, but with the count the way it is right now, this opens up a whole lot more options.
And another base hit as this is through into center, and they're in business now to start the 8th. Logan Forsythe will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. Archimedes Caminero will come on now in an awfully tough spot as there are 2 on here with nobody out. And he takes ball 1. First and second here with nobody out. In for a strike. It's 1-1. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. Swing and a ball popped high in the air and heading for foul territory behind first. There to take it in is Jaso, and there's 1 away. Salvador Perez will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Grounded down the third baseline. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Leading off the inning, Andrew McCutchen, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Danny Duffy is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Shot toward right center, but this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out. Luis Trejo will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. Bat explodes as this has popped up, and he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2. Jordy Mercer will dig in now. He struck out and lined out in his first 2 at-bats.
Yeah, he hit that ball pretty hard on the line out.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Alcides Escobar, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Bradley on the run. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Danny Duffy stands in for the first time. Mike Moustakas will move into the
city. Number 8, Mike Moustakas.
Right side defense aligned perfectly. Throw on to first takes care of him, and the top of the 9th is proving unfruitful thus far. 2 quick outs here.
Lorenzo Kane.
And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch bang. Gerard Dyson steps in, got a base hit in his last at bat. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball. 1-0. Runner goes for second. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring. John Jaso will stand in now. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 thus far. Coach Avery will come on now trying to finish
for Kansas City.
swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt, and it's strike one.
You can't afford to be doing that when you're playing catch-up.
And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. And that misses 2-2. Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. Throw on to first in time, one away. Archimedes Caminero stands in. Gerardo Parra will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 12, Gerardo Parra.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And he will recover in time to get it over to first. Nicely done there as they record the second out. Josh Harrison makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen.
Number 17.
Wade Davis is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth. Matt Joyce will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
These guys would like to at least get someone on base here in this bottom of the ninth. Got to make him sweat a little.
Tap fouled at home plate. 1 strike from the shutout. Here it comes. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over. And guys, the Royals were led to victory by the start turned in by this man, Ian Kennedy. Don't put that card in your bicycle spokes. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that, he was definitely a difference maker out there.
Our final line score tonight. First, for the victorious Kansas City Royals, 3 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 11 and under.
잠깐만.
유코크? 아빠 유코크?
그래, 아니 마이크부터 할 거야? 어? 마이크 다시 해보자.